right, Rick trying to do it all on his own. Nisha in Houston, Texas. Nisha.
Hey, how are you, Brad?
How you doing?
Me good, me good. First of all, thank you so much. You're helping us a lot, and I'm learning from you a lot of information about the immigration thing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Brad, I have 3 questions. First, I applied for my brother in category F4 sibling, and I filled I-130 about in 2014, and I just realized about 2 months ago I put the wrong birth year. It was 1990 instead of 1991.
Did you get an approval notice? Did you get a denial notice?
No. I didn't receive yet anything from the USCIS.
So one of 2 things will happen. Either they'll miss it and just approve the case, or they'll write a letter back to you saying, what's the deal with the, an RFE, it's called a request for further evidence. What's the deal with the birthday? They won't say it, it'll be more legalese. I'm just saying, what's the deal with the birthday? And you'll have to explain, I made a mistake. But you don't have to write anything now because nobody's going to look at it. Wait for them to say something to you about it. It's perfectly fine.
Okay. Actually, I just submit the documents which shows the correct date of birth. Only I put the date of birth incorrect in the I-130.
Did they ask you to do that?
No, I did by mistake.
I understand that okay. That's fine. You submitted the correct document. So what I'm saying to you is just wait for immigration to say something to you about the incorrect form. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. And if they do, you'll fix it at that point.
Okay. And the other question is, I applied for my mom, and right now she's a green card holder, and she is outside the United States right now on the re-entry permit. So her re-entry permit gonna be expired on October. There is any way, because of COVID-19 and she is 55 plus, so there is any way can I apply for the extension of re-entry permit? Or no, she has to become here.
The re-entry permit has to be done here. She can apply for an SB1 visa at a U.S. embassy abroad, but there's no guarantee they give it to you.
Okay, and the third question is, my mom, she applied for my brother, and her income is 0. And whenever she comes, she lives with us, but we didn't.
So you get a second affidavit.
You'll
get a second affidavit of support from somebody else.
For somebody else, like my husband can do as a joint sponsor?
Your husband would file, if they live in the same household, he would file an I-864A, and then you can still get a joint sponsor. Okay, so
we don't need to fill up the different I-864 like a joint sponsor?
No,
or as a household member?
Your husband's a household member.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Hold on 1 second if you need more help, okay, Nisha? Let's go to Mark in Parsippany, New Jersey. Mark.
Hey, Brad. Thank you so much for the amazing show.
Good, thank you.
I have 2 quick questions. First one, I came here with a B2 visa on 2012, and I overstayed. And last year, October 2018, I get married with U.S. citizen. And the question is, if I apply now, how long is it going to take to get the work permit and all that things together, green card?
Well, if you got married to a U.S. citizen and filed an adjustment, pre-COVID, it was 5-6 months for a work permit and about a year for a green card interview. You got to expect at least that, if not more. But perhaps, that could change depending on how they fund immigration, whether they will be furloughed at the end of the month. It also changes depending on how many people apply. So my best guesstimate, and nobody knows what the hell is going on with coronavirus, and if anybody says they know, they're a liar, but my best guesstimate would be exactly what it was before Corona, which is about 5-6 months for your work permit and about a year for your green card. But that is as good a guess as anyone can make.
Yeah. So I get married in October 2018. So
the only guess I can tell you, that's not a guess, that's a fact, is if you don't file, you'll never get anything. So file it, and then let's hope for the best.
Yeah, will I get the 2 years directly, or, the 10 years? Because it's going to be 2 months.
If you get your interview for your green card, and you get your green card issued more than 2 years after the date of your marriage, it would be a 10-year card.
Because I got married on October 2018, so I'm almost 2 months.
Yeah, so you would get a 10-year card. It says nothing.
Okay,
It's not. So even if you file today, you're going to get a 10-year card because you're not getting an interview in 2 months. So it's not from the time. It's not 2 years from the date of the marriage to filing. It's 2 years from the issuance of the green card. You would get a 10-year.
I got it. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Best of luck. All right, let's go to Abdul in Boston. Abdul.
Hey, Brett. Thank you so much for answering my questions today. I really appreciate the job you're doing for immigrants and those people who's coming to this country.
Yeah, thank you.
Greatly. I have two questions. One is I have a 10-year green card, and I become fully 5 years resident of the United States. So I file my citizenship about 30 days from today. June 29.
Okay.
So I haven't received any receipt yet, but I'm still waiting. I don't know if this is a pandemic or this is a normal.
Pandemic. It's pandemic.
Tracking number.
It's pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah. Did you
yes,
get?
My second question.
Did you get what you really want to be tracking is did they cash your check or did they take your fee? Because if they took your fee or cash your check, then you know you're okay. Then you know you're okay.
Yeah. So I was tracking. Yep. That happened. So happened.
So then you know you're okay. That's really what you need to track is they took your money. That means the application made it to the right place.
Right. So the second question is, I had a baby who was born 3 weeks ago outside the country. Will that baby? Thank you so much. Would that be a citizen automatically when I become citizen, or I have to file for him?
You have to file for him in I-130, and if that baby comes with a green card to come live with you as a green card holder under the age of 18, living with his father, who's a U.S. citizen, at that point, being in the legal and physical custody of you with a green card under 18 in your household, that would make him an automatic U.S. citizen. So basically what would happen is after you file an I-130, you can upgrade it when you become a citizen. And when your son comes, he's presumably coming to live with you. The entry into the United States as a lawful resident to come live with his father would make him the U.S. citizen. He would only be a U.S. citizen if you were already a U.S. citizen before he was born, and then there's other rules for that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That was my question. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Have a great.
Thank you. Let's go to Minosha in Eustis, Florida. Minosha.
Hey there, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good.
Good. Thanks for everything that you do.
Thank you.
I need some guidance. My husband is here on a conditional resident, which expired last year. We got the extension, which is going to expire in November coming.
Mm-hmm.
The green card that he has expired, and he lost his green card. What should we be doing?
Make an infopass to go down to immigration to get a stamp in his passport with a temporary I-551 stamp. But because of Corona, if you just say, I want a stamp for no reason, then they may say, sorry, we're not going to do it. We're only taking these type of interviews or these type of appointments for a valid reason. So you may want to go with a letter from his job saying, we need proof that you're legal to work, or maybe a plane ticket because he needs to travel. But you need to be able to show immigration, besides making the InfoPass appointment when you're going down there, that you need this evidence for some particular reason, whether it's work or travel, and then they'll put a stamp in his passport.
What is it?
Got it?
So I think so, to be honest. But in the meantime, he lost the green card. Should we be making a police report or what?
I mean, you can, but it's not gonna really do anything because they're not going to issue him a new green card at this moment, and all they're going to do is give him extensions and stamps in his passport until the I-751 is approved, and then they will mail him a new green card as a 10-year green card. So getting the police report's not going to make one iota of a difference.
But we've already had an interview scheduled, and due to Corona, they suspended until further notice. So we don't know when
I don't know either. That's why you make an InfoPass appointment. But hopefully they'll do it soon. But Corona is going wild right now in Florida, so I doubt it will be any time in the next couple of weeks. But you never know.
Right.
But in the meantime, when he goes for his interview, he'll bring his passport with him and say, "I lost my green card." It's perfectly fine.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Let's go to Lisa in Queens. Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. My boyfriend came here in 2001 through the border. I think in 2006 or something, he filed taxes using a phony Social Security number. And in 2013, he applied for a tax ID number, and he got one, but he's never paid any taxes in almost 19 years he's been here, except for that one, phony time.
Well, he had to have applied for. He had to file a tax return for the year he applied for the tax ID number, because you could only get a tax ID number when you apply with a tax identification. In order to get a tax identification number, wow, I'm going crazy today. You need to have applied. You need to have filed a tax return.
Yeah. Okay.
So at least we know he filed for the year he did his tax ID, and we know he filed with a fake Social Security number back in the day. And your question is, and you have to be very careful what you say about people with fake Social Security numbers and everything, but I'll tell you what the law is. Okay? The law is, if you believe that you have this Social Security number and you believe it to be a real Social Security number, you went to Social Security, or you hired somebody to go to Social Security for you, and you applied for this Social Security number, and you believe this number in your head. You believe that this is a legit number. What do you know? You came across the border. I don't know anything. I just got here to America. I go to a notario. He says, I say I need a Social Security number. He says, here, I'm going to apply for one. He says, fantastic. And the notario gives it to you. I'm just making this up. And you believe, because the notario gave it to you, that it's a good Social Security number, and you use it. You didn't do anything wrong because you didn't knowingly commit a crime. Now, if you file a tax return, and you know that this Social Security number is a phony number, and you use it to file a tax return, well, then you knowingly used a fake Social Security number to file a tax return. You've now committed a crime, which is why I'm saying to you, be very careful what you ask and what you say, and probably this would require a consultation personally with an attorney, whether it's me or somebody else, but in a privileged conversation. Got it?
Okay.
All right. So
I was just gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold on one second.
I was just gonna ask, does he have to pay back taxes?
Okay. Well, if he worked, maybe yes, he would have to owe. He would owe taxes, and then he has an issue with fake Social Security numbers. So he has lots of issues. So I think he needs to speak to an attorney. That's my opinion. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Michael in East Newark, New Jersey. Michael.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I wanted to find out. I was supposed to go for an interview, my marriage-based application. They gave me a date of April, but because of COVID, and it was cancelled. But later on, they sent me a letter that it is ready for reschedule, but I have not gotten any answer from till now.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll come soon.
Okay. Secondly,
okay.
I also want to find out, because when I applied, I was given a work authorization, but I didn't apply for parole then.
Okay.
But I don't know. Can I still apply
Yes.
because I'm trying to travel with my wife? I don't know. Can I still apply?
Yeah, do it. File an I-131. It doesn't even cost you any money.
All right, then. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go to Ruhal in Long Island, New York. Ruhal in Long Island, New York. Rahul, maybe, in Long Island, New York. Raul, maybe, in Long Island, New York.
Hello.
How are you? What is your name?
Hi, Bern. How are you? I'm good.
What is your name?
Okay, my name is Rahul. I'm from India.
Okay. What can I do to help you?
Yeah, I live in New York. So I came in US Jan 9, 2019 on B1, B2 visa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after 3 months, I got married with a Spanish girl. She's a green card holder.
I'm listening.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm shaking my head.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head. Yes, I hear
cool.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So after 2-3 months, the things are not going good between us.
Uh-huh.
So we both are separated.
Okay.
Then after that, I received my marriage certificate. I took the marriage certificate from the court. And meanwhile, she shifted to Florida. And then she called me up from after like 5-6 months. She told me that I got you.
You got what?
Hello?
I'm listening to you,
Yeah,
Rahul.
she told
you what?
After 5-6 months, she told me I want divorce.
Okay.
So I'm gonna file divorce online.
Okay.
And she did that.
Okay.
But after that, I called her and asked her. She told me that go over there, just ask them about the divorce paper. I called them. So the person from the court, she said that you guys not divorced. They asked for a reply. She didn't reply because she shifted.
What is your question? Yet you got married.
My question is,
and your wife moved to Florida, and you want to know about divorce. What is your question?
I know. My question is, I got married, but now what I have to do? I don't want to give her a divorce, because if I give her a divorce, I'm still the same person. I'm still illegal right now.
Yeah, but you can't force somebody.
So what next step I have to do?
You can't force somebody to sponsor you. This woman left you.
Yeah, I know.
I know. This woman, but Rahul, this woman left you, and she says, I don't want to be with you anymore, and I want a divorce. So, you know, sometimes life sucks. Okay, you got married to somebody, and she doesn't want to help you. She doesn't love you. And unless there was abuse in the relationship, unless she physically hurt you, or emotionally abused you to such an extreme level, unfortunately, you have to accept to get a divorce. And unfortunately, you're still out of status. But hopefully, you're a good-looking man and you're a nice man. And there's plenty of fish in the sea. This is a country of 300 million people. And there's somebody in this country for you somewhere. And you fall in love again and do it again.
Yeah, I understand this thing, but but you know, I just want to see what I can do. Actually, I'm still illegal. I wanna be.
I understand.
Legal here. So any ways to get legal, sir?
Get a divorce, fall in love, and do it again.
This is a long-term process. I know that, but still, from meantime, right now I'm just doing these things.
If your question is, I'm illegal or I'm out of status, how do I get a green card? That's not something we're going to solve.
That's my question, actually.
That is not something I can solve on this live show. How could I can't solve all your problems in a 45-second question, but happy to have a consultation with you and go through your whole life and figure it out. So hold on 1 second, okay? All right. Rahul does not want to get divorced. He is a man in love. Maybe he should have called Dr. Love. Maybe Dr. Love would have given him some information.
Maybe.
Vanessa, I don't know what information I could have given this man. He doesn't want to get divorced.
Sam might have been able to give him some love.
Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.